broadly, can you give a brief explanation or a brief rundown of what RDR is and what it means for financial advisors?
I think the thing that perhaps didn't come out enough and was perhaps the real golden gem of RDR that we've perhaps lost sight of is that it's about consumers taking control, or should be about consumers taking control, and us being responsible, the fiduciary duty to the consumers, and that they pay us. That the days of commission being entitlement from somebody else rather than from the consumer has been a problem. So the point of RDR, it should put consumers more in charge. Now I say should. Has it worked? Not really. Has it really made a massive difference? Not yet, but it's still early days. But RDR should be about clarification, that disclosure isn't enough. I absolutely strongly agree with the fiduciary principle that as a planner or an IFA or an intermediary, whatever label I'm wearing, I should be responsible to my clients now and owe them a duty of care, and I should only work for them and only they should pay me. And that my job isn't to be part of the money business. My job is to work with my client and deal with the money business in order to make sure that my client gets the best possible deal and is looked after. That's my job, and RDR should be supporting that. And in some ways it does that very well. In other ways it creates so much paperwork, the paperwork gets in the way and it doesn't do that well at all. And I think we should be looking to simplify and get back to some of the core principles of RDR.
And now, in the context of this forum, what do you see as the role of CIFA in perhaps helping to promote any changes that might be necessary?
I think it's important that we don't just oppose regulation, that we try to implement and learn from the mistakes that the UK has made. I think I would encourage CIFA to look at what's happening in South Africa, where they're implementing some of the UK experiences, but they're making it bespoke to the South African environment. They're drawing up the ladder, and disenfranchising the community there isn't an option, and they're successfully managing that, and I think we could do more of that in Europe. Certainly wish we'd done more of that in the UK. So I think CIFA is speaking to regulators to say, look, okay, we're not opposed to the direction of travel, but there's a better way of doing it, come up with a solution. But equally to then work with the professional bodies and work with advisors and say, look, this is where we're going. The sooner we move on business models to that, the sooner we can articulate our value to consumers, the more we're going to take consumers with us. The danger is that, and it happened to a degree in the UK, it's easy to portray resistance to regulation as being purely self-interest and purely seeking to preserve the benefits of the past, and we can be marginalised then. It's easy to make us the bad guys. I think that was a mistake it made in the UK, and I'd like to see CIFA learning from that and helping to do something more positive than that.